Hi guys, how's it going? Hope all's doing well. And in today's video, I want to give 5 reasons why victims stay in an abusive relationship. Now, I kind of covered this in another video, but I just want to elaborate again on helping someone understand why somebody would put up with an abusive relationship. And there's many reasons, and if this can help understand why, then that's a plus. Rather than be judgmental, you can reach out and help them in the event they decide to leave, when they're ready to leave, if they are. But 5 reasons victims stay in abusive relationship. Many people ask, why doesn't the victims just leave? Well, with that statement itself, it's judgmental. So the truth is that leaving an abusive relationship is rarely simple. It gets very complex at that stage, and when you decide to leave, it can become very, very dangerous and life-threatening. It takes courage, strength, determination, perseverance, and if you decide to leave, I'm here. I'm really proud of you, and way to go, because it's not easy. So domestic violence involves far more than physical abuse. It often includes emotional manipulation, intimidation, isolation, control that make leaving incredibly difficult. Understand the reasons victims stay helps us replace judgment with compassion and support. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm addressing this topic again, because a lot of people just don't understand. I mean, if you're in it, why are you there? Like, don't be judgmental. Maybe say something like, what is it that's preventing you from leaving? What can I do to help you? Is there anything I can do to help you in this situation? That kind of thing. So 5 of the most common reasons are trauma bonds, fear, financial dependence, children, and hope for change. So the first one is trauma bonds. Trauma bonding is a powerful emotional attachment that develops through repeated cycles of abuse, followed by periods of kindness, apologies, or affection. The abuser may promise to change, express remorse, and temporarily become loving again. These moments create hope and strength to strengthen the emotional connection, but making it difficult for the victims to leave despite the harm they're experiencing. Number 2 is fear. Fear is one of the strongest barriers to leaving an abusive relationship. Victims may fear that the abuse will become more severe if they try to leave, which it can be. So, and that's very understanding why they feel that way, because it's true. They may have been threatened with violence, death, the loss of their children, or harm to family members or pets, because the risk of serious violence can increase when someone leaves. Many victims remain because they believe staying is the safest option until they can make a safe plan. Number 3, financial dependence. Many abusers use money as a tool of control. They may prevent the partner from working, control bank accounts, withhold money, or create debt in the victim's name. Without financial resources, affordable housing, transportation, child care, or health care, victims may feel they have no practical way to support themselves or their children if they leave. And so, like I said, I have a 10 step-by-step safe escape plan. If you want to take it, please, it saves lives. It prepares you if and when you want to leave your abuser. So keep that in mind. It's on my channel at Lives Healing. The next one is children. Why they want to stay in an abusive relationship. The children often play a significant role in the victim's decision making. Some parents hope to keep the family together or believe their children need both parents. Others fear losing custody or worry that leaving could place their children in greater danger during visitations with the abusive parent. These concerns can make the decision to leave even more complicated. And the abuser, in my situation, the abuser had tried to make me look unfit, made a lot of lies. That's why I say document everything. When you get ready to leave and you have children, document everything, what they say, where you meet them, the times, the places, and if there's any discussions about the children and it's not warranted what they say, document it. It covers your butt, and then you can bring that log in with you. But my suggestion, if you do leave and you have children, take a family member or a friend with you when you're doing the exchange, because then they're a witness and that witness can come to court on your behalf. So then the fifth one is hope for change. And that's what they try to do. They try to give you, I love you, and give you that hope and love and affection, and then turn around and be dangerous the next minute. You never know when the next beating's gonna be. And then they'll be lovey-dovey in 1 minute and then a beating another day. And it just, over time, that plays a role on you. And so hope for change. Many victims stay because they remember the loving person they first met and believe that person will return. They may hold on to promises that the abuse will stop, especially after heartfelt apologies or temporary improvements in the relationship. While people can choose to change, lasting change requires accountability, consistent effort, and a commitment to ending abusive behavior. Hope alone cannot create a safe relationship. Understanding these 5 reasons reminds us that victims do not stay because they're weak. They stay because they are navigating fear, manipulation, emotional attachment, practical barriers, and concern for those they love. By responding with empathy instead of judgment, we can encourage survivors to seek help, connect them with supportive resources, and empower them to make informed decisions about their safety. Compassion, education, community support can help survivors move from surviving to healing and rebuilding their lives. And in my 10-step safe escape plan, if you get a trusted friend or family member that helps you, you can keep, your logs with them. You can, you can let them be aware of what's going on through those logs. When I say logs, I mean where you're writing down any interaction that your abusive partner may be giving you. And then when it is time for you to leave, you have it all documented. And they're there to support you. They can support you maybe in gathering some phone numbers for you when you can't. Maybe making some phone calls to resources when you can't because your abuser is right there. And then when he's not or she's not there, maybe you can get that information from your trusted person that you are working with when it comes time for your escape plan. So I hope this helped. It's a topic that many people ask over and over and over again. That's why I have 2 videos on why victims stay in an abusive relationship. So I hope that helped. And with that said, I hope you have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe if this content helped you understand why victims stay. There's many reasons. Please don't pass judgment. Offer help, offer ways to help them. Ask them why, what is stopping them from leaving. Maybe there's something that's going on that prevents them from leaving. And just reach out to them if you can. And with that said, hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for coming on and watching my video. And have a great day.